Welcome to peaceful Dreamland. Kirby's on a nice stroll. Suddenly, the world's colors warp, and a strange witch arises. Drawing in the air, the witch turns the land into a painting. Seeing Kirby, the witch flees to the sky, toward a weird vortex. Kirby gives chase. Into a world of paintings. He challenges the witch, but her magic turns him into a ball. Helpless, Kirby watches the witch escape. Looking down in shame, he sees the witch's magical paintbrush. Kirby touches the rainbow brush, and it transports you on a ray of light. Hello everyone! KirbyVolt here, and welcome to Let's Play Kirby Canvas Curse. Released for the Nintendo DS back in 2005, it is one of the early DS games. And it's a really fun game. If you have not played it, I totally recommend it. It may be hard to come by these days since it is 10 years old, but it's still a very fun DS game. And even though we have other files up there, we're going to be going with file number 1. New save file was created. Hooray! So we'll get into the main gameplay mechanics here, but that intro, I really like the drawings in the intro. They're really cool, and I really like a lot of the art style in this game, which is fitting because it's a game about paintings. But still, that stuff's really, really cool to me. And I guess that last line where it says, "And then you were transported on a ray of light," technically, I guess it's referring to me, KV, because this game has a secondary character, which is technically you, because you're the one who has control of the paintbrush that Kirby found in the magical paint realm. So, we are here now to help Kirby defeat the evil painting witch, who most of you probably know her name by now if you're a Kirby fan. If you're not, don't worry, we will get to her eventually. Yes, I am Let's Playing this on the... pretty much because Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is coming out soon, so yeah, I really wanted to LP this before that came out, so let's hopefully see if we can get this done before that happens. Anywho's, try training mode. Normally I would not do this, but just to kind of give everyone up to speed, if you've not played Kirby Canvas Curse before, I'm going to show you pretty much all the basics, because the training mode is actually pretty in-depth, and it has a really fun music theme. This game only uses a stylus. Grab the stylus to start training. One thing I really love about this game is that all of the music is remixed music from previous Kirby games. And so the track we get here is the Beginner's Room from Kirby Superstar, and I love that track. Enemy ahead, take action. Touch the enemy. It'll be stunned and immobilized. After a short time, it will move again. So, demo play is that it wants us to touch the enemy and then just run into it. And it'll die. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. More enemies have appeared, take action. Additionally, we can also tap Kirby to do a dash type move, which will also destroy enemies in the way as long as the dash is enabled, as long as it's still going. The dash will eventually run out a little bit, so you can just keep dashing to kill enemies in front of you. Do this to beat multiple foes at once. And so after it shows us, we then get to try ourselves. Hi, Waddle Dee. Bye. I'm just gonna boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it puts you through quite a few of these rooms. It's a very lengthy tutorial. And, I mean, you don't need to kill them. You just need to, pass by them. It's more like showing that you're understanding the basic concepts of the controls. Touch to go. This block's in the way. Take action. So in addition to being able to touch Kirby to make him move faster, we can also destroy obstacles just by touching them, like the blocks. So, boop, it's gone. And Kirby can just roll along. Kirby will always be rolling forward or whatever direction he's currently facing, so you'll need to stop him if you want him to stop. Boop, 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 boop. Gates like these pretty interesting. All you gotta do is match the color of the gates with the buttons. And that takes care of that. Yeah, again, there's a lot of these training rooms. I know it's like, why are we doing all these? But it's mostly just kind of, it's part of the game. And I really love the beginner's room as a music track. And this is the only time it plays in the game is during this tutorial part, so... Turn around. Not like that song. I don't know what that song even was. If Kirby keeps going, he'll fall. Take action. Draw a rainbow line with a downward stroke to make a wall. So now we're going to get introduced to the rainbow and ink gauge. So, anytime you're not touching Kirby or an obstacle, you'll be drawing a line. This line is something you can use to interact with the environment. Make a wall, obviously. Pretty simple like that. We can also do some more fancy things with it as well. I'm actually something a little more fancy. Making a little line for him to go across. Oop. And they will eventually disappear, so you want to be very careful. And, of course, mind how much ink you're using. Ride lines, so it's going to kind of show what I was just showing off. Get across, take action. Draw a rainbow path for Kirby. And he'll always go in the direction of the line and the way you drew it. So if I was to draw it backwards, he's going to go backwards. I mean, he bumped into it, but we'll see. Yeah, he started riding it backwards because I drew it that way. Hello, Kirby. Oh. I am not the best at drawing these lines, so sometimes I'll make some goof-ups, and he will either bounce off them, or I'll make some problems. And there might be a few deaths in this, just because I'm not the greatest at this game. It's a really fun game, but I would definitely not say I'm an expert, by any means. Anyways, copy abilities are in this game as well. So, just like normal enemies, you can tap them. But when you get copy abilities, your dash is replaced with the ability. So, instead of having the dash, you now have beam ability, since that's your ability. You can get rid of abilities, however, if you just touch the ability icon in the lower left-hand corner. Which is useful because some abilities, they don't make you go faster, and they're kind of more of a hindrance than anything, to be honest. I don't use abilities that often unless I'm required to. Oh. You want me to destroy things. Okay. I used it. Now, wheel ability, that's where things get fun. Because that's just... Wheel ability is super fun to use. Because you can draw the lines and all that stuff. Burning ability, not so much, but still pretty fun. I think there's a few more things he needs to discuss. Yep. Protect Kirby with lines. So here's going to show, instead of using lines kind of more close to Kirby, we can use them further away in order to prevent him from getting hit by those shots right there. And yes, if you're not familiar with Kirby enemy terminology, those cannons, been around since the first Kirby game, they are called shot zones. Yeah. And I will end up wasting a lot of ink because I'm not good at drawing short lines that are... I always draw really big lines for no apparent reason. Alright. Oh no! Alright, and that completes all the training. Bonus, diving. They should really put a tutorial for this because that's probably the most obnoxious mechanic in the game. Anywho's, with that, we're off to Reddy Land, and we're going to go tackle the first stage for the end of this episode in Plant Plain. Now, something I will probably do is show what the music is originally from for all these different musics in the stages, since they are all remixes, and I really do enjoy them. I'll probably save them if I remember, but for now, this one's Vegetable Valley. So what we just got is a medal. Use the medal at the medal swap. Medals hide everywhere. Swap them for prizes. There's 3 medals for every main stage, and there's a lot of other medals for other things too. Bonuses, other minigames type stuff. There's a lot to this game, but we're not going to get to the bulk of it today. We're just going to get through this first level. And I believe we can get all 3 medals in this first level, so we're going to kind of do that. Interesting is that the top screen has your map, so you can kind of use that for guide in order to find other things. It will actually tell you where medals are located, because there'll be little red icons on the map. And it's kind of fun to explore this early on, because nothing's too dangerous here, so you don't have to worry about too much. Another thing to note is that the ink, it will gradually fill up if you're floating down like this, but it fills up much faster if you're actually on the ground, if you're actually on land. So if you need a path, need to make a path right away, it's better to get Kirby to solid ground and kind of keep him there, if possible, so you can get more ink back. Like right there. There we go. I'm pretty sure there's a medal, like, up here. Go away, Bronto Birds and Bouncy Ties. We have an ability right there. I don't want to get it, though, because I want to get the medal, because I see it right there. Oh, whatever. And we can destroy those bomb blocks just by touching the screen. As an early DS game, there is a lot of emphasis on just using the touchscreen. And I just got hit there. If you get hit with an ability, you lose the ability right away. That's pretty standard for early Kirby games, but I know games like Superstar, Return to Dreamland, that's not always the case, so keep that in mind if you want to keep the ability, and I'm just going to have way too much fun here with wheel ability. And yeah, oh crap. The third one was up there, but I was very greedy with wheelie. This bonus game at the end, I'm not good at whatsoever. The goal of it is you want to kind of dash Kirby off as far as possible, then kind of draw a ramp for him to go up. And the further you go, the more stars you get. The stars are collecting. Those will give you 1-ups. If you get 100 stars, then you get an extra life. That's about it for those. It looks like we have time, so we'll go to the next stage, which is Tiny Town. And this will have... There's 3 medals in this stage. There's 3 medals in all of them. But this will have one that we cannot get right now, just due to... how things are currently. And I like that these early stages, they kind of teach you like how you should be using the lines. Because the stars are kind of curving, and so it's like you can make curves like that to get the stars. And there was a shortcut. We could have just taken a little tube right here and just bypass that entire platforming section, but let's get the stars, let's rack up some extra lives just to be safe. Extra lives will kind of be the bread and butter later, based on how I play this game. So we might as well try to get some as we go along. New object right here is checkpoints. So checkpoints, I believe they give you some stars. I don't remember. I don't think they did. But basically, if we die, we'll start from this checkpoint. Checkpoints, not too hard to miss. They are not marked on your map as far as I remember, so just keep that in mind. And our first medal is up here. Other new object right here is the spring. If you roll into the spring, Kirby will basically cut his momentum and just jump. He'll stop for a brief second, jump, and then continue in the direction that he was already going in. So keep that in mind, because those things like to screw me over a lot. And if you're familiar with either Kirby Return to Dreamland or Kirby Amazing Mirror, those silver blocks up there should look a little familiar. Those can only be destroyed by certain forces that you do not have control over. Oh, and those little spinner things, those do give you stars. Not sure what their deal is, but they give you stars. I will take that one up. Thank you. Pop. And we'll go into this tube now. I really like these tube stages. They're really fun. Again, I really love the art style of this game. It's really, really cute. These little bubble blocks are on. If we just standing on top of them will cause them to disappear, but we'll get the star that's inside of them. So, not a bad thing. Oh, and here's a mini boss. Mini boss being a very, very technical term here. It's just beat a bunch of Waddle Dees. I think this is the first appearance of Spear Waddle Dee in the video games, since Spear Waddle Dees were initially in the anime. Alright, here we go. Here's the cannon. So with this kind of cannon, we can pretty much go through any major obstacle and destroy it. Woohoo! So if we go over here, there's a medal. But we cannot get it right now. We need to find a switch matching that color. Similar to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland / Kirby's Adventure, we gotta find the switches in order to go back later to get some of the extra stuff in the stages. So we're not getting that medal for right now. Hi, Bouncy Ty. How are you? And I'm just gonna... do I need... I have 6 lives. I think I'll be fine. I think I will be fine. I mean, it's only the second stage. I mean, it can't be that bad. I'm not gonna screw up that much, hopefully. There is a medal, though. I would like to get that one. I don't know why I drew it like that. That was a bad idea. Okay. I saved it. Whew. If you have an ability and you run into another ability, you'll just keep the ability you have already. You don't swap out abilities. So if you want to get rid of ability, just get rid of it. And I believe, yeah, we're near the end of this. Ow. Hi, Waddle Dees. I kind of just ran into you with my face. Hope that's okay. And there we go. That's the end of Tiny Town. And let's try to do this bonus game again. So, like, as it's showing on the top screen, like, the idea is that you want to dash during the green arrows, you want to try and make a ramp, and then you want to launch them. What I always do is I usually dash them off and then make a ramp later on so that you can get more distance. I'm not sure if it works that well, but that's how I do it. Because I don't have enough time to react to as it wants me to. Because it wants me to do that. But, like, that did even worse than last time. So, I don't know. Oh well, we're close to another extra life. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this episode of Let's Play Kirby Canvas Curse. On the next episode, we'll be taking on the final stage of Reddy Land. Yes, there's only 3 stages per level in this game. And then we'll be seeing what happens after we beat all 3 stages. A little cute thing to note, or quick thing to note, I guess it's cute, whatever, it's Kirby. Kirby's always cute. Is that if you go back to look at the other previous stages, before you click on them fully, you have to tap on them twice to actually go back to the stage. But it'll show you what medals you have. So, like, we're missing the middle medal from that previous stage. So, it's kind of nice that it shows you that. Anywho's, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're all having a great day. As always, I'm KirbyVolt. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button below. And if you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. Again, please have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, ciao.